Okay, so I'm basically doing reviews of everybody's game. Whether you want it or not, I'm going to give a review. So, I don't know if the version that I have of this demo, if this is the most current one or not. But anyway, I'm going to be reviewing this version. By the way, you can go up and down with the D-pad to select things. You can also hit the select button to select things. I love things like that because to me that's how it needs to be. Up and down or the button select. Okay, so anyway, let's do this. One thing about the options, I do wish that you could hit A or B to start the game, but that's okay. Let's see here. The one thing that I noticed was kind of funny about the credits is that it listed the name and then it listed what the person did. Usually I think it's the category, then the person's name, right? I mean, I understand it and everything, but like, for example, if you, I don't know, I think you could easily misread this. Usually there's a title that says music and then there's a person's name under the music category, but not the person's name first and then music. But anyway, I get it. So, yeah, so the first thing I want to say is the music in this game is incredible. Okay, the music is absolutely 10 out of 10. I absolutely love it. The music is just as good as, you know, a AAA NES game at the time when the NES was at its highest peak. So anyway, so yeah, 10 out of 10 for the music. I love the music. I've even been singing the songs. Okay, so let's start this thing. So I like the little cutscenes. So you're fighting dragons. I didn't know ninjas and dragons fought each other, but okay. And then some wizard came along. This guy reminds me of the wizard from Adventure Time. So anyway, the wizard kills the guy's brother and then steals your father's magic sword. Okay. So you must journey halfway across the world, wherever you are. I'm assuming you're in Japan. And apparently you're going to literally jump across islands, or, you know, get in a boat and sail across islands to get to this guy's castle. Anyway, so you're gonna get your revenge, but all of the animals, they're now wanting to kill you because the wizard basically put a spell on the animals. Okay. So again, music is outstanding. Graphics are perfectly fine. I think the graphics are great. Game mechanics, how the player moves, I think that is fine. The player ducks. You do have to work up some momentum to get going. It looks like you have some type of Super Mario Brothers 1 type of screen scrolling where it only scrolls to the right and that's it. You have a dash move. I think you updated it, but I actually find this version to be hilarious. Okay, so the main thing that my main suggestion, and I don't know if you're finished with this game or not, but my main suggestion is that it just seems like the levels are very flat, and it seems like a lot of the enemies just seem to be all kind of the same. Okay, so you run around, you jump. If you fall into the pit, you die. And also, if the pit were like a different color, okay, like if there were like rocks down there, like gray rocks, you know, like a well or something, if the pits were like different colors, I think they would stand out easier, because honestly, you could, you know, if you were squinting or something, you know, or just you weren't paying attention, you could easily fall down that. Okay, so, you know, you run around, you kill these enemies, then you have special abilities where you press up and then you press the B button. And as far as I can understand, you have a limited number of these, but then you have a little bar at the top, and then I think the bar recharges, and that means you get it back. So it's kind of, what is it? You have a limited special weapon, which actually I think is a cool idea. It just basically says you can't spam the hell out of it, but you can still use it an infinite number of times. Okay, so, you know, not bad, you know. So again, the only gripe I have is that the levels just seem very flat and everything just kind of feels all the same. And you'll see what I mean by that by how I'm going to play right now. So, for example, what you might want to do is you might want to create some interesting platforming jumps. You know, maybe some skill-based stuff. Also, you might want to create something where the player has to, you know, go up and then over and then down, or some type of intricate, you know, something where you're not just walking to the right. I don't know if you can do vertical levels or not, and I don't know. I'm not suggesting that you do pipes like Super Mario Brothers, but I would suggest do something to kind of mix up the terrain to make it interesting. Okay, so this is basically how I play this game. Okay, and what I mean by that is basically you really, when you play this game, you can just plow through the entire game by running to the right and then jumping when required. And that's what I mean by making it a little bit more diverse. Because all I'm doing is basically just wailing my sword and going to the right, and basically I kill all of the enemies. Okay? Basically, the game just feels completely, what is it? It doesn't feel like there's anything special to it when I play the game like this. All I'm doing is running to the right, spamming the sword, and it kills everything, and then all I gotta do is jump at the right time, and then that's it. And then that's the whole game, and the whole game feels this exact same way. So I would encourage you to put something interesting in here so that basically I can't do something like this. So how would you do that? How would you mix it up where somebody can't just plow through the game like what I'm doing? So, how about make an enemy that's invincible, okay? How about make an enemy that you actually can't kill with your sword, okay? That's unkillable. Also, how about make an enemy where it's one hit, one kill? Something like that. Something where I can't just plow through a game. I do like the explosions. So yeah, so I think this is a great game. I just want a little bit more diversity when it comes to the actual level design so that I can't just run to the right, spam the attack weapon, and basically just plow through the levels. Okay, so here we go. So again, like I'm just plowing through this, okay? And nothing stops me and nothing prevents me from just doing this. And this just feels like the whole game is just pressing right, spamming the button, and jumping when appropriate. Alright, let's just spam the hell out of this so I can kill him. There we go. But you see what I mean, right? So I just like plowed through this whole level. I just held the right button on the D-pad. I held right on the D-pad and then just spammed the attack and then jumped when appropriate. And that was the whole level. So what I'm saying is maybe design something so that I can't do that and it makes me actually play the game, because I'm like not even like playing the game. Oh wow, I didn't have any interaction with the ceiling. I don't know if that was a thing or not. Love the music. Oh, I didn't realize you could do that in midair. But I mean, I could just do this for the whole level, you know what I mean? I could just slide on my butt the whole level. And then that's it. Like there's nothing stopping me from just doing this through the whole level. Like that, and that's like it. Like there needs to be more than that. It needs to be more intricate platforming or something than me just scooting my ass on the floor like this, killing everything inside. See what I mean? Just make it a little bit more diverse. Oh, that was a heart. Maybe I should have grabbed that. Let's see if I can actually kill him. I don't know if I can kill him with this power-up. I don't know if I'll be able to beat him. I need the diagonal up power-up to beat him. And I don't know what scroll does what, so maybe I'll get it here. That's Ninja Star, but I need a diagonal up scroll. Damn. So the reason why I died on that jump is because I just didn't have the momentum. Oh, hell yeah. I know how to beat him now. Just do this. Boss music is great. Music in the whole... every piece of music in this entire game that I've heard is absolutely amazing. And I love the explosions. So, if I had to give advice and suggestions, I would say try to make different enemy types. Try to make the game so that I just can't run to the right and jump and kill everything. maybe mix up the terrain so that it's not so flat. Maybe make something where you have to go up a little, you know, jump on things, then go over, then go down, stuff like that. Something that just prevents me from just basically clamping onto the right button on the D-pad the whole time, because I can literally play the entire game with me being, you know, pressed on the D-pad going right, literally up until the boss is on every level. I could do that. There's nothing wrong with that, but I just want something that makes the game feel a little bit different, because when I play it like that, the entire game feels exactly the same. There's nothing, it's not like there's any parts of the game that feel different than any other parts. It just feels like the same thing over and over and over when the levels are designed like that. So anyway, I mean, so there's definitely some pros with this game. It's definitely a cool game. I would just suggest maybe making, you know, an enemy that is invincible, or you hit them with your sword and you die, or something like that, something you can't kill. And, you know, maybe design the levels a little bit so that they're not so flat. So anyway, there you go. There's my review.